Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're underway in Atlanta. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running left is Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Penix on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. And again, it's Penix. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Giants have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They go right back to Tracy. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Levis. This one's caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tracy. Runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants parlay the interception into points. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Drake London. So that brings up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun now for Levis. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 45 on 2nd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's Tracy once more. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the... second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Has the New York touchdown. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Diving right side, got it! Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix now on first down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
On second and 10, it's Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, here's Penix. Oh, we've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A handoff to Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Offense up to the line fast. Third and short yardage, Levis. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Fourth down, here's Levis. Connects with Johnson. And he's out of bounds very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is! That's a turnover on downs. And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
First down from the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Bobby Okereke. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Levis here on first down. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Levis from the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 28 out of that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. It's 2nd and goal. Levis throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Giants with a chance to boost their lead. Now Levis on 3rd and goal. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another out.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. They're going to throw. Oh, no. Disaster. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that is a case of going from bad to worse in a hurry. They had to try and force the throw to get the 1st against a defense. Wasn't fooled at all. And that left him in perfect position to make that interception.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Got a man, it's London. 40. Hits the 20. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. Levis escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Levis. Made the throw as as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Finds his target, Robinson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Levis now on first down. He's going deep this time. And in, touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Falcons 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Penix on first down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Penix here from the gun. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And disaster partially averted. At least he got his fumble back, but man, they're in a really tough spot to start this drive.
You could feel, even up in the booth, a full-on panic there for just a moment. But he did make sure it never overwhelmed him. He picks the ball back up. May have cost him some yards, but it didn't cost them the possession.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. He gets a lot behind one. Wide open, downfield, got it! Into the red zone. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Cano's point after is good. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Cano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. He's going to push one deep, and they pick him off again. Devon Holland comes up with it, and the Giants will take over beyond their own 40. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Falcons scoop it up.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Penix now on 1st down. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the shotgun, Penix. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Flushed out of the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Launches one deep downfield. This is intercepted by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him.
Has a hole left, room to run. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to go deep again. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long, here's Levis. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
4th down, here's Levis. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Throwing from his own end zone. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, here's Penix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. On the move, headed right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. He lets one fly deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing is Levis on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Cade. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 1st down from the red zone. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Robinson is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Levis from the shotgun. Chased out to his right. On the run right. Throwing deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 17 at the 42-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Third down, 1 yard to go. To the air with Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurry.
And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
On 1st down, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Man in motion, headed right. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give to Tracy up the middle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th? Back to throw it. Connects with Johnson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Running this with Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. Hyatt with the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They'll go left side with Tracy. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Here's Singletary. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Escapes out to the left. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick. Here's Penix. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow.
flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it, she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it, she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.